Hey everyone, Luke here, and yes, I'm finally catching up on Witch Watch. Got the 3 reviews out of the way. This is the third and final review, so once I got that out of the way, be caught up. Hopefully, won't be as long to get chapter 254 out, but hey ho, we'll see how it goes. It's just had my holiday, had a lot of things going on in my personal life, had a lot of other projects that I wanted to take priority on. Had a lot of hanging out to do with people on Discord, which by the way, come and join the Control Chaos or Chaos Squared Discords where I'm mainly on, or Headphones UK Discords. Come and join them. Really good people. Have a lot of fun. Or most days of the week, hanging out there in the various servers where I do my hosting and I do we do watch throughs and stuff. So come on, have a great time. Come and join us. But anyway, so this will be chapter 253 titled Bone Crisis Part 22. So yeah, like I said, we finished the card game in the last chapter. Now we're kicking things off with the battle happening upstairs with the manager and Dory Titan Goliath versus Khan and Ban, as we see the chapter open up with the Titan just smacking Ban again and Khan falling completely outside. We see just this how Goliath is. Even though it's able to stand on top of the ship, right? It's just completely stomping around, giving off smoke, kind of like the Titans from Attack on Titan. As Khan is getting completely drained. Like even though he's far away as possible, just see like scrapes, blood, bruises, everything, and it's just completely out of breath. Damn it, we managed to clip her handful of times, but we can't even land anything decisive. So yeah, they're just zipping around the battlefield, just trying to figure out how on earth are we able to beat this woman, where even when we try to get close to her, like this Titan Goliath thing just keeps smacking us. It's just showing how desperate of the situation they are in right now, and they're just totally completely out of energy. And he even asks Ban, like, hey, do you want to take a break because of the fact that we're losing completely badly here, and yeah, we have no way of knowing if we're even going to get out of this situation alive. As Ban's like, just get it together already. We're gonna wipe the floor with her and go home. And like, she's nothing special, not when the two of us are working together. So kind of interesting situation here, where we've had the reverse happen here, where when Ban was with Muriel down below playing the card game, she was just like completely out of it, completely checked out, depressed, like just wanted to get the game over with, and she was losing they were losing badly, mostly because of her, and she was just like, fine, I don't care anymore. If I want to die, so be it. It's just taking it, the attacks left, right, and centre. Whereas, and Muriel's more like, what are you doing? Come on, we've got to concentrate, we've got to beat them. Now up here, Ban is the one who's like, hey, come on, we've got to do it together, we're going to beat them, we're going to go. Whereas Khan is the one, because they've been smacked around so much, he's taking a lot of damage, he's essentially giving up now, and Ban is the one to actually encourage, like, come on, we gotta win this, we're gonna fight them together, we cannot let this opportunity go to waste. So really interesting switcheroo there, as Ban launches a fire attack at the manager, and she's like you insect, and gives like a colossal push, and says them like toppling back in the knocking them off balance completely at that point. So after being knocked back by the manager and the Dory Goliath, they end up crashing into the top of the ship as Karen said, like, oh, something's burning, I can feel it. The pool equipment, Ban's breathing fire all over the place. For all that, it's kind of a pretty sight. It's not that I can see much. My vision's so yeah, he's basically like just like completely dazed. Like, what's going on? Oh, like the pool, Ban's fire, everything. I can't even feel the stab wound in my back anymore. So like basically running on fumes here, running on a train at this point. Like it's just been so badly beaten up. Like can't even feel the pain that he was taking earlier on in the arc, and it's just like completely blurry, completely starstruck of just like, whoa, what's going going on here before he gets composure. It's like, where's Ban gone to? She should be here. And he just sees Ban completely dead, back in a chibi dragon form, like completely out of it. And he's just like, wait, she's not dead. I went, like, Ban, are you still alive? And Ban's like, yep, still kicking. I ain't down. I'm just getting started. Like, so she's running on fumes now. Like, she has taken so much beat. Like, she's taken attacks from the card game, and now taking attacks from the Goliath monster as well. So she says, not that I've got any fire left in me. I can manage some wind. Though. Yeah, so even though she can't breathe fire, she can still produce some wind. So she's gonna belch a big old cloud of stinking bruise breath right here in the face. So yeah, we are doing the stink joke. We are doing the fart joke to win, to essentially win this fight. And Carl's just there like, yeah, I haven't given up yet. How if I'm gonna let things end here, like, yeah, it's like, as if I'm gonna let things here. But the fact that we're going back to, oh my god, we're really going back to doing the doing fart gags to win fights. Sure, whatever. Let's just go with it before we get another flashback of his father giving him words of wisdom. Like, even if you hit a dead end, don't ever give up here. Think, how can we beat her? Are there any weapons left we can use? Before he notices Muriel's parasol sword that he borrowed from him earlier, when they were like, okay, we've got a distraction. Like, you take Ban and take my powers. I'll take Moa, and we'll win this game. We'll basically trade items so that we can win both these fights, because you can't win that fight at the moment with the Dory Goliath try. I can't win this fight against Maverick and Kariko. So yeah, we have to do a strategy. So like, let's swap things. You take this, and just use that to defeat him. And I'll take it. And it works with Muriel taking Momo. Now let's see if it'll work with Khan taking Ban and the Power Soul. As it's like, oh yeah, that's the weapon I borrowed from Muriel. As we cut to him saying, if they see you in a cave, stay calm. Figure out ways of how to get out of here. The air currents are moving, so I can manage some. And he thinks back to what Ban said, like, I can manage some wind though. As he goes, a Power Soul, wind. Hang on. Didn't I do something like this before? When was it? Before we cut to another flashback of him with Morihito and Nico, as it's like the wind is picking up, raising earth, flowering sky, as it's like Power Soul, wind, fire. So yeah, he has got some sort of harebrained scheme going on in that head of his, because as we all know, if you fan the flames with wind, they shoot up, they become ignite, they become more bigger flames. So as Khan gets this idea in his head, he turns to Ban and is like, Ban, I need your wind. And really, the only time where you can do that and it having related to a fart joke and have it being serious. So anyway, we're going to be seeing what the plan is in a second, as the manager is just puffing and panning everywhere. And it's like, oh, they aren't getting back up. Did we finally wear them down? Is it all over? Did we actually win in this case? As she says, oh, see, that's what happens to clients that regress for generations. As we get more insight into her mind of like, still, when I'm on my last legs too, no, she's just like, not when I'm on my last legs too. It's like, I'm on my last legs too. That was close. If they'd stuck it out a little longer, they would have got me. And oh boy, they are going to get you, and they are going to get you hard. Just you wait. Before she says, oh, burns that damn fire. Probably as we see when she had acid thrown in her face and it just scarred her. Like, or acid or hot water, like, doesn't matter. Point is, like, it burned her face, so obviously she has that intense fear of fire and burns and everything. And she's like, oh, they'll pay for this. Anyone who dares scars me will pay. I'll turn them into material for my dolls. But as she's doing this, there's this big explosion that happens behind her. And she's there like, wait, what the hell is happening? And we just see this Goliath of colossal fire just like started started to shoot up everywhere, just like really freaking out, and it's like a terrain of fire, just like it's shooting up into the sky, like just this wall of fire, just right in front of her. She's just like, oh my god, fire, like just freaking out of just seeing this fire, kind of like if Yamame from 100 Gun Fighters was having a panic attack, just seeing fire right in front of her. Like she's like, a column of fire, like how is this happening? Like how is going on? As we see at the bottom of the page, you see Ban just shooting out little chunks of fire. So even though she said like earlier on, like I don't have the energy to even produce fire anymore, that's not entirely true. Like she can still produce a little bit, but she's probably doing it like okay, so it's kind of like, okay, we have a fireman's hose pipe, fireman's water hose that's just like shooting at this terrain of blaze on a building, compared to like just a watering cannon. That's pretty much what Ban is probably doing right now, like the fire breath version of a watering cannon at this point. But the way it's being utilized to make this colossal terrain of fire shooting up is, as we think back to, as it's fought back to by Karen by saying, like it, I learned it from Dory. A fire whirl, what's that? It's a tornado of fire that happens when strong winds blow through a fire's updraft. So kind of using her own tactics against them, because Dory taught Karen, like, okay, this is what happens, and now it's going to be used against them. So pretty clever on his part to use something that he learned from the enemy to his advantage. And then we see these two panels back to back. We see one when Morihito was using this technique. Although it might have been Dory, because we see like a parasol with eyes on it, like just using the updraft before we cut over. But the point is like we're seeing like two different perspectives. We're seeing one from a calm, nurturing perspective, and then we see one of just like Khan with the parasol, just like with the terrain of fire just shooting up from it, like literally getting his pants on fire just for this one attack. And you just see like the manager just being there, like freaking out, like, what the hell am I actually looking at here? Like she's just like completely stunned of just having something like this being seen for the first time in front of her. Yeah, it's literally the fire just being used as like a catapult to launch Khan up into the air. It's like you get close enough for the manager to land a devastating blow, and yeah, she is just completely stunned by it. It's like, whoa, this was something I was not expecting. And Ban says like, oh, this was your arrogance that was your downfall. The second you thought he couldn't fly was the second you actually lost. So it's like, yeah, you thought Khan couldn't fly, yeah, that's your own doing, and that's going to be your downfall. As he launches an attack directly at the manager's head, like a devastating blow on her. So I guess we didn't use the fart gag in the end. So yeah, but yeah, that was pretty sick, I must say. The fact that Ban used so like it had to have been like Khan got himself in place. Ban behind him, like launched him, like he went like just shooting, like just shot completely straight up into the air. Just in front of the manager, just like, okay, I've got this stuff. The manager's like, what the hell was that? Before she could even process what was going on, like the devastating blow did happen on her, and she was just like, okay, fine, I get it now. I get why this guy was so terrifying. And yeah, this is where the Dory Goliath monster just like completely disintegrates. Like it just not really disintegrates, just like slushes away into like little groups of jelly here, because the manager is dead, and it's like not dead, like just like on death's door, and took a devastating blow from Khan in that fight. So yeah, they're down for the count. So we've had one fight ending last chapter, and now we've had one fight ending this chapter, and My God, this fight was pretty damn epic. Just Ban and Khan going up against this Goliath Titan of a monster. So as the manager is just like pound for pound, like, I'm not dead yet. I can still go on. I can still fight. Khan and Ban are just there, just prepared to walk away. Just prepared to walk away and leave her in self-pity. And she says, "You could have blown me to pieces like you did Dory, but you didn't. You took pity on me." And even though Khan probably wants to say one thing, he chooses to say something out. I ran out of energy. I ran out of my mojo. That's all. I don't got enough wind for a fart left in me. So yeah, he could have used the fart attack, but he chose not to. Probably because he thought like, no, that's stupid. That's disgusting. We're not going to do that. But part of it is like, yeah, if I blow you to pieces, I know better than what you've done. That's probably what Khan is thinking here, and it basically goes the same way of like in Power Rangers Wild Force, where Cole had defeated Dr. Adler or Master Org, and Dr. Adler was just there like, "Why aren't you killing me? Why aren't you finishing me off? I killed your parents. Like, why aren't you doing that?" And Cole's just there like, all that time you spent seeking revenge, probably you refused to take the same path, and I refuse to take the same path. So I'm not going to kill you, because if I do, I know better than you. And Cole was better than Dr. Adler in the end. So it's kind of the same thing here, where the manager's there like, "Kill me! I can't live like this. I don't want to. Not covered in scars, trapped in this kind of world. So just kill me. I've done terrible things. I'm just a freak of nature who would want me." And it's like Khan's just there like, "No, we don't kill." So what if you've got scars? Nico will learn a spell that will heal them like that when like they weren't even dead. That like, so she'll heal them whenever you want them being healed. That's why the magic is supposed to be used, not for evil, but for good in the world. So have some patience and wait until then. Take your time and let your heart heal. So let your heart open up and heal from all the pain and suffering that you've gone through. And then hopefully once you've done that, the scars can be healed physically and also mentally. And that's where the chapter ends. So pretty epic fight, I must say, for this chapter. And also these chapters alone have been some of the better chapters that we've gotten recently. And yes, we're finally caught up on Witch Watch. Now, where do we go from here? We're probably going to cut back to see what Nico has got. Nico's happening, because she's still going around with like the bomb warlock, just like throwing bombs at her everywhere. So we're probably gonna. That's really the only way where we can go from here, or we could cut back to what Nemu and Charlie have been doing, because we haven't seen them at all during these fights. So what have they been up to? We've also got to take a look at if Kuriko, the old guy, the one that is basically like, "Look, I'm dying." Like, basically, some of those things have got to be addressed here, because there's so many different elements that are going on here. Like, we've got Nemo and Charlie, we've got him in another world. We've got Nico being blasted by bombs. We've got Shikimiya and Morihito basically trapped there. So there's still a few little elements we've got to get through before we start wrapping up this arc. But yeah, based on this shot, it does feel like this arc is starting to wind down now. So we probably will go up to like Bone Crisis Part 28, 29, or even 30, like probably 7. I'm giving it like maximum 7 more chapters before this arc starts wrapping down. But that's something we'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, guys, what did you think of this chapter and these chapters overall? Let me know, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And this will be Lasherluke signing off. Later, guys.